It sucks to be called out. It's one of the hardest things that we go through in our relationships is when someone has a grievance, right? And they have to come to us and tell us about it. And we have all kinds of natural reactions to that. And we think sometimes we think it's unfair, right? That it's like, they don't have the story right. If only they could hear our side of the story, that they would get it. Like we want to set the record straight. We have all kinds of things that we want to do because we don't want to be wrong. We don't want to be responsible for hurting somebody else. But it's really important sometimes that we just keep quiet when we're first hearing about a grievance. And I want to talk about why that is so important today. I'm Stacy Rocklein, and I help people communicate more clearly for understanding, for harmony, and for connection. So why is it so important? And I don't mean when someone is bringing the same thing back to you over and over and over. I'm talking about when you first are becoming aware of somebody's grievance, someone's calling you out. And we all just want to be heard, but this isn't our time to talk when we're first hearing about that. And everybody wins in this situation. Let me tell you how. First of all, you do something for the other person. What you do is you allow them to feel heard. When you're not trying to interject your explanations and your side of the story and your excuses and your rationalizations and justifications and defenses and all the things that we want to say, they actually feel like you're listening. Plus, you can actually listen because you're not having to plan all of those responses in your head. When you just make the commitment in the beginning, oh crap, this person has something important to say to me. They're hurt and I'm just going to put my stuff over here and fully listen. Then they really start to feel heard and you start to hear their heart because your stuff's not in the way. So huge benefit to them. Now, what's the benefit to you? You have a knee-jerk reaction. I have a knee-jerk reaction. We all do. And it's not always in the long-term benefit for the relationship and who we want to be. When we give ourselves that pause and we're like, okay, my time is later. If you need to say your stuff, there will be another time to do that. Another more appropriate time to do that. So you shelve your things. And first of all, you'll figure out by taking that pause, you'll figure out what really didn't need to have to be said. What response, isn't even important later. What is it that I really want to communicate? And you'll have time to deliver that in a way where you feel proud of yourself and proud of who you are and proud of how you showed up. So that pause is very, very beneficial to you too. And then for the relationship, right? In those moments when somebody has a grievance and they come to us with it and we have a very natural reaction to say what we need to say. We can do so much damage in that moment that has a very long-lasting effect. So if we can stop just in that initial conversation to hear them, to pause ourselves, and to prevent ourselves from doing further damage to the relationship, that is real communication. This is really how we start to understand each other. This is really how we start to harmoniously resolve problems, how we connect with each other's hearts. And it's hard. It's hard. We want to stand up for ourselves, but we do it at the detriment to our relationships sometimes. So next time, or even if this is happening to you right now, because this is happening to me right now, when someone is coming to you with hurt feelings, just hold your tongue and listen for a little while so that you can really hear what's being said to you and you can really have a chance to think about how you want to show up in this relationship, and you can be throwing nothing but love at this relationship. A little listening skill that I'm reminding myself of at this point in time too. And I hope that you find that helpful as well. If you want 11 other ways to turn an argument into a conversation, you can grab that. I will drop the link in the comments and you can go download that immediately. Okay, I hope you are well. I hope that you have strong connections and you continue to be the leader when necessary, even when it means keeping your own mouth shut. See you next time.